everybody! It's me, Carmine DeStefano, the Bookman. Now it's time to ring in a new era of gaming with this year's first new-gen exclusive, starting a string of held-over new-gen titles, the over-ambitious, the highly anticipated, ready at Dawn's Order 1886. Is this more new-gen graphic display than good game? Well, let's take a look at it together, shall we? Head! Oh, Dwayne the bathtub, I'm drowning! You are Galahad, former Knight of the Round Table, until it is reverted back to when you are Knight of the Round Table. Taking his place alongside, hello...
How did you arrive here so quickly?
Too easy. Also in their group, Monsieur Lafayette, as well as Lord Percival, who discovers a rebel plot in the streets of Whitechapel. The Council of the Round Table denies his attempt to further investigate, so he pleads with Knight Commander Lucan.
I consider it an acceptable risk.
One for which you'd be willing to accept full responsibility should unforeseen circumstances arise.
Let what befalls be upon my head, no one else's.
And I'm sure nothing can possibly go wrong. Possibly go wrong. That's the first thing that's ever gone wrong. During their covert investigation, old Percy is injured. Nothing the Order's secret black water sauce can't fix. He has learned the rebels are somehow equipped with weapons of the Order. They also have with them... that can't be good. While skirmishing with the beast, Sweet Igraine is badly injured. In her hurting state, she helps Galahad learn of the rebels hijacking an Indian company Zeppelin. Aboard, it turns out the thing is rigged to... Boom it went! Boom! Just like that! Lord Percival is killed in the crash. Lafayette is then ordained to take his place. The Council takes this opportunity to revoke all Percival did on his way to mortality. However, the Order is under attack. A pissed-off Galahad learns from a rebel where the elusive leader is. When meeting her, Galahad sees the one really in charge.
So much animosity. You look like you can use some of this, Knight.
I was just thinking the same thing. Oh, you mean the water? She convinces Galahad there is far more to what appears to be happening. The United Indian Company is smuggling specific cargo.
Look hard, Knight. See the evil we both fight against.
Vampires.
He's a vampire? Ah! Galahad convinces Lucan to help him find evidence in the company's base. By help, I mean lead him to vampiric Hastings so Lucan can attack Galahad, and then incapacitate him so he's primed for Order judgment. Don't you hate it when that happens? Fortunately for Galahad, the persecution posts a good enough tale to get him sentenced. Which leads us to how we started, with Galahad escaping by throwing himself off a bridge. He's rescued by Nikola Tesla, who's been helping the rebels all along. On his way back to Tesla, Igraine finds the hideout Gray shared with Lakshmi.
God be my witness. I will see to the end of the rebellion.
Wow, she is really pissed. Along Galahad's trip to Nikola...
A knight you are not, monsieur. But are you a turncoat or a patriot?
Lafayette lets Galahad go, knowing he's doing what he thinks will save civilization. Speaking of saving, Galahad rescues Nikola from Alistair Lucan, who he meets. So Lucan, I wonder what brand of monster he turns into. Surprise, werewolf! As he lay dying, Lucan spins the old "we're not so different" spiel. This gives Head Chancellor, Lucan's adoptive father, a chance to reveal he knew of Lucan's lycanthropy and requires Galahad to kill Lucan, remain a fugitive, and protect the Order. Afterwards, England is under martial law, with Grey and the rebels being required to leave. And that's pretty much it. So what did I think of this game? I can't help but feel that this was such a wasted opportunity. It's like someone vowing to scale Mount Everest only to stop halfway, shrug their shoulders and go, that's close enough. There was talk of evolved graphics, firefights with monsters, sexual tensions between Galahad and Igraine, cool weapons and devices that took Elden elements and made them modern, and what we got was an enhanced version of The Last of Us with the same duck and cover, wobbly mechanics, only without the engaging storyline. There were aspects that seemed to be innovative. Some of the inventions from Tesla and tools needed were pretty new, but they were barely used. Lycan fights were also a welcome change of pace, but you can count on one hand how many there ended up being. You're left fighting wave after wave of human tomato cans that occasionally figure out how to flank you. Another thing was, despite your character being a knight of the highest order with all these cool gadgets, you're even with your enemies. The rebels have your weapons, so those fights are dead even. Stealth missions are dropped by being spotted and taking one shot. You're then mounted against the Royal Guard, who are using shit that's supposed to be independent to the Order. This is why the half-breeds who end up being an afterthought were necessary to change the pace. After all, wasn't that the main storyline? Fighting supernatural beasts rather than humans? Weren't we supposed to be using these advanced weapons and drinking black water to contend with them, not put down rebellions? With the inclusion of Nikola Tesla, mention of Jack the Ripper, it appears this game commits a mortal sin, tries to be Assassin's Creed. It should have, and could have, been its own thing. Blackwater healing is keen in a scuffle if you can use it. Slowing time with a Blackwater meter is tremendous if you can use it. Too much gets left out to reproduce enough gaming and cinematic cliches to make the game too predictable. We still don't know who Percival was speaking to out in the streets. We still don't know what happened to Grayson, Igraine, or Lafayette, or why Igraine turned so vehement so quickly. I mean, jealousy or scorned love, perhaps. Too many things were left hanging. Despite being a PS4 exclusive, the game wasn't too impressive. Programmers still don't know how to input human reaction to bumping into shit, inanimate object physics, or true range in space. It actually dropped frame rate precipitously at one point, which surprised me. Thanks to games like God of War 3, Last of Us, and Uncharted 3, human rendering in this game didn't seem too cutting edge or evolved. It controls well, though ducking in and around cover is still a problem. There were decent aspects that didn't get enough airtime, leaving me to wonder if this is at all a finished product, or are they going to DLC the fuck out of it? Overall, if you're a fan of third-person shooters that want some new backdrops and you have a PS4, I'd say go with it. But if you were thinking this game was going to revolutionize all of gaming for the years to come, you're going to be greatly disappointed. I thank you all for watching. I have more for you soon to come, so stay tuned, take care, and have a great day. Now I know it was supposed to be reviewed before this game, but I'm telling you, next, my PS4 will be born in blood! I think.